Do me a favor, hand me that bag too. Oh, there we go. That's what we like. Look at this, kid.
Dude, this is a very heavy bag of coins.
That's about $50 in silver. These are Susan B. Anthony's. Those are all Eagles. Those are nice. Those are quite a bit of money. Oh, man. Silver, look at this. A Liberty dime. That is super cool.
Coins made before 1965 were made of 90% silver, which makes them much more valuable today.
Holy crap, man. Dude, this is a heck of a collection right here, man. I'm kind of in shock. This is a $6,000 bowling bag. That is a heck of a day.
Money! All right, man, Northern Virginia, guys.
Yeah.
Good crabs, bad football teams. When I was a kid, my grandfather always said, do the work that nobody else wants to do, and you'll always have a job. And that kind of stuck.
That's all termites. You can see them moving.
Some people think we're crazy, but this is how we do business. We don't get paid until we sell the treasures we find. All right, this one is a good one, y'all. We got 3 generations, all military, chocked full of cool stuff from their travels around the world. The 3 main items we're searching for at this location are a 1970s Ford Mustang, military paraphernalia, and a sheet of rare misprinted stamps. Anything that's printed in the past and there was a mistake, that means they're rare and that means they're valuable. These houses go 2 ways. A bunch of dining room furniture that nobody wants and 1,000 books.
Or it could just be a bunch of poop around.
Could be a bunch of poop around.
Wasn't that a rap song you dropped at some point?
Kalen is an invaluable employee. He's really the backbone of the cleanup. He manages all the cleanouts and can fix anything.
I'm the guy, man. Oh, man, from this video, I'm seeing a dense hoard with a lot of poorly damaged stacked boxes and some type of animal or rodent.
Guys, we gotta look everywhere in the house. We gotta shake every book, open every drawer. I mean, a lot of those guys from the military in that generation, they didn't trust banks, man. And so they hid money. I'm telling you, this is the type of house we find cash in.
There could be some really valuable items in here.
Hopefully. What's so unique about Mike, what makes Mike the best at what he does is he's a collector of really weird stuff. Mike's a 48-year-old man that's got like wrestling figures and vinyl records, and he's got the crap that we find in these houses. He knows what it is. He knows what it sells for. He knows where to sell it. I could not do this job without Mike.
Does not compute.
First stop, the military hoard in Virginia. All right, here we go.
Hello.
Good morning. I inherited this house from my dad, who inherited it from his grandparents. It's full of all of their things. When I walk into the house, it's extremely stressful. I would like to clean it out so that I can sell it. It feels great to have you guys here.
It feels good to be here. All right, you guys want to get in the back, check it out?
Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool,
All right.
Thank you. After you. The house tour is the most important part of this business because I gotta find out if there's actually money in this house. I don't mind taking a risk, but I gotta know that there's something in this home. I have to walk the house and really get to know the people and the generations before them because that's where the money is in these homes. My team and I, we have a process. I go with the client to hear the story, and my team splits off and goes around back and checks off the rest of the property. I need Mike to find something that's valuable. And I need Kalen to size up this house and tell me how much is it gonna cost for us to clean it. Holy cow.
Fun times.
Okay, whew, this is,
Know
you
what
weren't
else is in
kidding.
there.
This is a full hoard.
Yeah.
The most common thing we see now is generational hoarding. It's not that all 3 generations are hoarders, it's that the youngest generation quickly inherits 2 more generations of stuff, and so their house fills overnight. Did you grow up in this house?
The grandparents were here, and we came over all the time.
Okay, so-
The grandparents babysit, so I sort of grew up.
Okay. Is there anything you absolutely know you need us to find?
There is a misprinted sheet of stamps. I don't know exactly what it is,
Okay.
but he told me he was very fond of it, and it was one of his personal attachments.
Like literally 1 sheet.
And it has a corner. They folded the corner and then pressed it. So it's like half. the
That
stamp
makes it
on
valuable. Mistakes are always good on printed things. Okay. Honestly, I'm excited to actually get to the Mustang to see that. I know the garage is that way. I'm gonna go look at that real quick. Is that okay?
Do whatever you need. Be careful, please.
I got you. Well, I can't get in there.
Somewhere in there.
I see a door right there. What's
70-something Mustang, like one of the little sporty cars.
I can peek in and I see the window. Normally you would say Mustang could never go wrong, but I can't see this Mustang. So that is very concerning for me.
I mean,
It's been 30 years probably since I've been in there.
whew, literally covered up this door, the one entry point. They shut the door, no one's opened it in 30 years.
It's like a vault. Okay, so that's gonna be one of our primary targets right there. All right, let's keep going.
But this one is locked.
Great, let's leave it locked.
Yeah. I don't even want to go over there.
This is the yard where good tools go to die.
Oh, man. This is enough right here. I have no clue what's in here. It's so much stuff. I mean, it's packed on top of stuff, on top of stuff. You have to be real careful.
I am seeing some vintage toys, puzzles, games. We've got to make sure anybody who's touching any of these boxes or tubs knows what we're looking for.
Yes.
And we only have so much time. And we've got to go through every box.
Yes. Man.
What's this? A mystery envelope. Mike Al,
Yo, yo.
I found something good, Mike.
Yeah? What do we have here? It says Chester W. Nimitz. Oh, now hang on a second. This is actually a misprint. The sheet got cut and folded over incorrectly. 3 or 4 stamps got affected by this error. This was never meant to get out to the public. These are actually pretty rare. There are about 50 million people who are active in the stamp collecting community. This was never meant to be purchased by the average consumer.
Most misprints are destroyed by the factory immediately to keep them out of circulation. The most expensive misprinted stamp ever is the inverted Jenny that sold for $1.59 million at auction. That means it's much more rare and highly sought after. And that means money.
Dude, this is a great find.
That's what I do.
All right, guys, so our goal here is to get this bad boy out.
Let's get these out to Mike like right away. Let's put that to the side.
Whoa, what you got here?
Military, man, this is Ranger, Air Force. This is super cool, man. This quilt, with 3 generations of military patches, has an incredible story. I know the value of each individual patch will vary depending upon its rarity, condition, and era. So I've got to bring an expert to truly tell me what this quilt is worth. Patio is basically one big storage room, and with this being a veteran family, there's bound to be some war memorabilia hidden in there. All right, let's see what we can find to sell. Well, I think we've had some mice. Rats will eat anything, and this house has everything. Let's put that to the side. Some of the Reader's Digest. This place was getting eaten up.
What? I heard mouse.
Pretty much everything back here is covered. When you see a house that looks like pepper's been shaken all over the carpet, that means rats. Look at this guy. This is going out to sell. That goes up to the front to sell. I got one more if you want it. Oh, man.
Something stink.
Oh, Chris. No, leave this. Hold up, leave it.
Damn, it stinks.
We got a lot of mice in this house. There is no money in this patio. Dump that out for me. There's about 50 dead mice in there. I'm always worried about pulling value out of a house. I'm exceptionally worried about this one. Woo! Let's give a second on that, guys. I woke up very nervous. Last day, I gotta be honest, we've gotta have a big day. I need a circus here. I'm hoping that the gates open, the water flows, man, and we make a ton of money. Matt,
I'm Sidi Mohammed.
Good to meet you, man. 78. I don't know a whole lot about it. I know it doesn't run. So it's been literally sitting here for 20 years. If I can get it running, I can sell it for a lot more.
Okay.
Obviously.
This Mustang 2 is not exactly what we wanted.
1, 2, 3.
Oh. But if we get it running, we can still make $10,000 to $15,000.
Okay.
All right, what did we find out on this?
We have to replace the starter. It's completely dead. And after we get the starter and the battery, we'll see how it's running, if it's run. Otherwise, we have to do tune-up.
So even if I put a couple thousand into it, we're still not guaranteed that it would work.
No.
So if everything's awesome, it would sell for over 20,000, right?
Yeah.
I got to get it out of here today, so I can't really afford to fix it. How about if I sold it to you for 5? Can we do that?
Sure.
All right. Deal, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Anytime.
We are running out of time. We haven't sold much, and I don't want to spend any more money on this car.
Good news for you is I took the time to go through each one of these and make sure all the pieces and all the parts are there.
Perfect.
So
That's great.
how about we just take $400 and call it a day?
Okay, I can do that.
All right,
Yep,
great.
sounds good.
Thanks, Paul.
All right, there you go.
Thank you, sir.
I still have the brochure that shows that I was the national winner.
That's so cool. I would do the whole table for $250.
I'll do it.
Done. I love it. Do me a favor, hand me that bag too. Oh, there we go. That's what we like. Look at this, kid.
Dude, this is a very heavy bag of coins.
That's about $50 in silver. These are Susan B. Anthony's. Those are all Eagles. Those are nice. Those are quite a bit of money. Oh, man. Silver. Look at this. A Liberty dime. That is super cool.
Coins made before 1965 were made of 90% silver, which makes them much more valuable today.
Holy crap, man. Dude, this is a heck of a collection right here, man. I'm kind of in shock. This is a $6,000 bowling bag. That is a heck of a day. All right, well, I got excited because her dad was a bowler, and then I found a crap ton of money.
How about 600?
You know what? I'm not even gonna argue. $600 is a fair deal. Yep. You just got yourself a phonograph, my friend.
Hey, that's good. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Awesome.
There you go.
Thanks,
Thank you,
too.
man.
All right, Jared, the infamous stamp guy.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, man. All right, let's pull this out. I was told you were the guy to buy these.
It's exciting.
You know, anytime there's a misprint,
Yeah.
I get really excited.
Wow.
We have something from the past that was misprinted. That is value because anything that's printed in the past and there was a mistake, they usually get thrown away.
This is a sheet of 150-cent stamps of Chester W. Minutes. He commanded the U.S. Pacific Fleet during World War II. Without a misprint, this sheet would go for $400.
I mean, this is what we're paying for.
Yeah.
The flap. We were hoping around $1,200.
All right, I'll do it.
You got a deal, man.
Thanks, man.
Awesome.
The misprint itself was really cool, but the stamps themselves are not very valuable, so $1,200 is a really good deal for us.
All right, dude. I have no clue what I'm looking at.
I need to really understand what I'm looking at with these patches, so I'm calling in one of the best local auctioneers, my good friend, Matt.
There's 3 different types of patches. One would have been military issue. The second would have been bought by a GI who, say, went to the PX and picked one up.
Okay.
And then there would have been souvenir patches.
Okay. You told me to be in a dark place when I looked at this. Are you just fancy on me, or is there a reason?
All right, so when you go and you run a black light across the patches, you can begin to see which ones come out. And if they light up, that typically means you're dealing with a souvenir patch.
Okay.
So that one's kind of lighting up a little bit.
Popping.
You roll over here, and it really tells us that's a souvenir patch.
Okay.
Come down here, and some of those older patches, you see nothing. And that's what we're looking for. We want to see the age in the patch.
So the older, the more valuable.
Correct.
On average, what are they going to go for, you think?
Well, your souvenir patches are not going to be worth much. Less than $10 a piece, $2, $3. You get into some of these better groups, there could be multi-$100.
If they're $10 a piece, I'm happy. This is $1,000?
It's $1,000 if they're $10 a piece. If they're $20 a piece, it's $2 or $3. If I were putting it at auction, I'd probably estimate it at $2,500. There's some great pieces in there.
Okay, so this will go. So this is going to auction then. Phenomenal.
I've never seen one with a head this big with the arms intact. Could you do 800?
800. Tell you what, do 900 and we got a deal.
All right, 900?
Awesome.
Let's do it.
All of this on the floor here is trash.
Hey, Matt.
Yo.
I think I found something.
What you got?
John Wilkes Booth.
John Wilkes Booth. Holy cow. So he was the guy that killed Lincoln. And it's signed. I mean, if this thing was real, man.
And they made a card out of him?
It's not a playing card. He was an actor. So this would have been like his bill card from acting.
Oh, okay.
John Wilkes Booth assassinated President Abraham Lincoln on April 14th, 1865. After Lincoln's death, there was a massive purge of any materials related to Booth, making one that still exists today extremely rare and valuable. A lock of Wilkes Booth's hair, clipped during his autopsy in 1865, recently sold for over $30,000. This is crazy. Where'd you find it? Just down in here?
Yeah, just in the box.
This is really fascinating. All right, this is why we look through all the boxes, man.
Yep.
If this thing is real, I cannot stress how amazing this find is. A signed actor's card from Booth, this is like finding gold. This guy had the best collections.
It all has to go.
This was a hard job, man. A lot of work, a lot of sweat. But the bonus is that we are really, truly able to help families. And when you see it in a person's face, I mean, it's awesome. All right, here we go. Empty room number one.
My God. This is amazing.
Look at this. This room was slammed.
This is
How does it feel?
unbelievable.
I don't even know it.
I used to walk in and just be like overwhelmed
Do you ever
and
remember
dread.
it? Do you ever remember it like this?
Nope, not even when I was little. When I walked through the front door, everything started rushing back. I remember the stories, the good times. It's just incredible. I feel lighter and happy to be in there and see all the possibilities for the space.
Wait till you see the rest of the house.
Wow, this looks like a different house.
Where are we watching the game?
This is great.
get
I remember
into it.
doing cartwheels in here.
I'll do a cartwheel.
Okay.
Here we go. Nope, not gonna do it. But
no,
it was a
that
try.
counts.
All right, it counts.
That counts.
Holy cow. Now I gotta sit down, I'm winded.
I hear an echo.
Yeah, there is an echo.
Wow.
That's how big this room is and how empty it is. It's the moment of truth. It's when we find out if all of our hard work was worth the effort. It's time to find out if we made any money or not. Vanessa, are you ready for this?
Maybe.
We found some really amazing things, quite a bit of old cash and collectible coins. We sold the misprinted stamps, an incredible military quilt that had over 120 vintage military patches on it.
That's neat.
Incredible stuff. And of course, the Mustang. All right, here's the thing. The item that really put us over the hump was a signed John Wilkes Booth card. We sent it to auction and they estimated that it'll be worth $10,000.
Oh my God.
It all added up. Between auction and cash sales this week, we have over $28,000 in sales for you. With $10,000 cleaning costs, that left us with $18,000 profit.
Wow.
With the 60-40 split, that's $7,200 to me, and that's $10,800
That's unbelievable.
to you, and I'm happy to give it to you.
This is crazy. Thank you so much. Thank
right,
you for
let's
doing
get
this.
outta here.
All righty.